Hi, this is John with Bank Account Bonus Central, and today's video is all about how many bank accounts should a person have. So this was requested by a friend of the channel, Michael, and it's a question that a lot of people have. How many bank accounts should a person have? So before I jump into this, I do have a quick disclaimer. I'm a customer of the company's products mentioned in this video. I am not affiliated or endorsed by any of them. This is my own personal review for informational purposes only. The information in this video is current as of time of recording. Use of this information is at your own risk. This is called fishing and not catching, and as is everything in life, your mileage may vary. So these are very profitable videos, but they are not short. I do have a $4 million goal for the year 2024. I want to see at least 1,000 people make at least $4,000 off these videos in the year 2024. So if you can appreciate profitable content on a consistent basis, do me a favor, hit this video with a huge thumbs up. Appreciate that. Three quick plugs before I jump into the main content here. So Groundfloor, I just recently got this email from them. I put in $50 into this real estate investment, and they're paying me 12.5%, which is really nice, much better than when you can get at a bank. If you're interested in joining me, invest $100, get a $50 bonus after 30 days. So here is the referral link that they gave me. Gave me a really cool one. It's got my little vanity link, BABC 2024 Bank Account Bonus Central. So links up here. You can open up a new tab and type that in. You can hit the QR code, link in the description box down below, or you could always email me at churningadventures@gmail.com and ask for one. I recently made a video with Brian, the founder of and CEO of Groundfloor. Link to that video is up there. Second one is everybody loves to spend money. Why not get paid to do so? Langley has a $50 get paid to spend bonus. All you gotta do is 10 debit card transactions in the first 30 days, get $50, plus they have $1,000 in credit card funding, plus some other really neat additional bonuses and benefits from there. So link to that video is up here. Third one is Laurel Road. I don't know if this is the actual Laurel Road, but they have a $200 one-day savings account bonus. Only thing you gotta do is have your money there for one day, and you get up to $200. So no direct deposit required. Really neat bonus. So link to that video is up here if you haven't checked that one out yet. Right there. All right. So moving along to shout out to friend of the channel, Michael. He sent me this email. He sends me a bunch of emails, and I appreciate every single one of them. So he said, quick question, John. How many accounts do you have open at any given time, excluding brokerages, since those don't count against checks, right? Thank you. I was just wondering about my accounts and thinking, do open accounts affect approvals, or just the velocity and number of inquiries and newly opened accounts similar to credit? Older accounts look different and are less risky, and can banks and credit unions see all that information? I'm sure they can. That's what checks is for. Well, there's also another thing called, what is it called? I'll get back to you on that. So it'd be cool to see what their screen looks like when reviewing applications. That's when you get instant denials. EWS, early warning system, is the other thing. That one actually does have the actual dollar amounts for each of your transactions, which is kind of scary if you think about it. Thanks for all your help, John. God bless you. So that was Michael's email. Definitely appreciate it. That's what this video is all about. So this video, if you want to think about it on a grand scale, has been brought to you by the golden rule. So what is the golden rule? This one's not the one Christ talked about in the Bible. This one is the banking golden rule, which says those who have the gold, they make the rules. They decide, what the bonus conditions are and what hoops you got to jump through in order to get to the bonuses and who gets approved. So ultimately, you got to respect the golden rule. All right, apart from the golden rule, there are a lot of things to consider in regards to this question. I mean, you can compare this questions to a bunch of different other ones. So like, for example, lifting weights. Hey, man, how much weight should I lift? Well, it depends on your goals, That's the first thing you want to consider is called capacity, which is how much you can or will carry. As I said, how much weight should I lift? Well, it depends on your goals. Are you looking to lift a whole bunch of weight for very few reps? Are you looking to lift medium weight for medium amount of reps? Or you're looking to lift a little weight for a whole bunch of reps? So most normal people, they're happy with like one or two bank accounts. That's kind of what they need. And after that, it's like, hey, I'm good. I don't need anything else. Okay, well then you got this thing. The reason for bank bonuses is because most people are creatures of habit. I'll insert the word lazy. I was once a customer for Chase Bank for over 20 years, and I didn't even think about switching anywhere else. I was a creature of habit. I got lazy. But banks, once they figure out they can get you to commit by doing something special or serious like switching up your direct deposit, they're going to think, hey, once you do all that, then you're probably not going to change. Well, and for the most part, that is a true statement. So, what is your end goal? Well, I have never claimed to be a normal person, especially since the banker from Chase informed me that they have zero value for loyal customers and they have pretty much zero incentives for people to stay loyal. So, I'm not a normal person, and neither are most people who watch these videos. We're not normal. We want to take advantage of becoming what I call a professional new customer, because it's the new customers that the banks actually care about. So, and we'll talk more about that. So let's begin with the end in mind. As I mentioned, let's look at how I organize my bank bonuses. So I am a high school math teacher, and so my spreadsheets can be a little bit in depth. And before you think, oh my goodness, a math teacher is about to show me a complicated spreadsheet, don't worry, I don't like complicated. I like easy. If you can figure out how a red light works, a stoplight, then you can figure out the spreadsheet and my system of organizing it rather quickly. So anybody who has driven, you will see the red light, and red light simply means stopped. There's no motion going on. There's no movement going on. So your first column for how I organize my bonuses is the red column. These are bonuses that I'm considering. Something, maybe my next one or two or three direct deposits will go. After these next 2 or 3 direct deposits, maybe I'll do this one. So I haven't applied for these yet. So here's what is on part of my red column right now. So Broadway business, I actually need to call and talk to somebody. That one's a Texas one only. I have a personal checking account with them. First United, that one expired. I don't know if they brought it back. That's a $250 bonus for one direct deposit, which is really nice. They got a business version for $300. Requires a $1,500 transfer. I got a link to that. Bank of America, they got a personal checking bonus of $200. Those are just stuff that's kind of on the back burner, and I haven't pulled the trigger on any of those yet. So after the red light, you have a yellow light. So yellow means caution, right? I get it. So normally it's red, green, yellow, but in my system we're going red, yellow, green. So there's that. Yellow means caution. So these are bonuses that you've applied for, you got approved, but there's actually something that you got to do to get the bonus. And some of these can be a little bit more annoying because there's multiple steps. So I use light blue highlighter because, I don't know, I just picked that one right out randomly to show I've completed those steps. So for example, looking at my spreadsheet here, so the yellow column, First Horizon was kind of annoying. I had to go in branch. So $450, that's a nice bonus. So I had to do 10 debit card transactions in May, 10 in June, 10 in July. So I had this debit card for the personal one. I also did a $400 one for the business account. I had to do 20 debit card transactions there. So looking at it, so 10 debit cards in May. So originally I had the number 10 and I had to do that. So once I actually did that, then I highlighted in blue. And then 10 for June. So once I did that, then I highlighted it in blue. And then 10 for July. Now it should be paid out in August. I had 20 debit card transactions in for the business one using this debit card just to make sure that I knew which card to use for which one. So they took away Amazon. The minimum Amazon reload is $5 now, but I can give money to my church, so I just did that. So once the steps are done, you highlight in blue, and then you move on, and then it's just a matter of waiting. Vero, they paid out really, really quick. So I just got my first direct deposit to them, and they paid me $125. So yay. The same day my direct deposit hit. So that one went from $600 to $475. So part of that went to the next column. All right, so make sure you complete what is needed to do. Yellow means caution because if you don't jump through all the hoops, you won't get the bonus. So you don't want to take on more than you can actually do. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew. So how many should you open? Well, how many can you handle at once? That's probably the biggest question. Eventually you get paid by the bank, and then comes the best part of the spreadsheet, which is the green light. So green means you add up what you got paid, and then you start adding it up. This is where the money comes in. So it starts stacking up, which is really nice. So OnPath was the first one I got this year. They paid me out $100 in a debit card, Shop Your Way card, which one of my next videos is going to mention that one. Hancock Whitney, they paid me $300. Security Plus paid me $100. Blue Peak, $200. Shop Your Way bonus, $190. First Service Credit Union, $250. U.S. Bank Cash Plus, I'll mention that in my next video. So all these bonuses, Northwest Federal Credit Union, $400. So my goal is over $10,000 in this column. So you start at the red. Excuse me. Excuse me once again. So you start out the red column. Then once you sign up for stuff, you're approved. You go to yellow column, and then you get paid out, and you start stacking these up in the green column. So here's what it actually looks at the end. So red moves to yellow, moves to green. So, and you want to load up the green one while you're having stuff in the red and in the yellow, and whatever you can handle is how many you should open. So no more, no less. If you only got one thing cooking here, may want to think about signing up for a couple other things. Or if you start getting denied by checks, well, start opening up some credit cards, and you can put credit cards in here and see what you get from that. So I make an end of the year video which shows how much I made in bank account bonuses that year. So I'm working on that. I've been working on that since January. So what you don't want to do is sign up for too many accounts, and then you forget to do something to get the bonus, and you don't get it. You call them up and said, hey, what's up with this bonus? And I said, oh, well, you did 9 debit card transactions instead of 10, so not so much for you. So you don't want that to happen. So you want to make sure you do have records that are accurate, and just keep it simple. It's much better to sign up for less stuff and do every single step, jump through every hoop, collect every bonus you get approved for. And it's then much better than sign up for a bunch of stuff and only get paid for half of it. So, because eventually, after a while, it does get a little harder to get approved for everything you apply for, because this thing called checks, which if you haven't been denied due to checks, well then checks is just a cereal to you. But for those of us who have been in this game for a while, checks is the evil cereal. Just leave it at that. So that's what I said. It's like weightlifting. The more you lift, the more you can lift. During the summertime, so I said I'm a high school math teacher. I'm going back to the classroom this week, which is kind of sad, but it is kind of good to go back. But this is going to be year number 12 for me. And, you know, the more you can do, I can teach all my classes. This is year number 12. I can teach my classes in my sleep. So the more you can do, the more you can do. In regards to what a banker sees while they're reviewing the application, each one has their own policies and procedures. The golden rule mentioned in the beginning of this video. So being referred usually does help getting in, as the bank associates you with the best form of advertising, which is word of mouth. Chase can spend $10 million in ads during the Olympics or whatever, but if they hear you say, hey, sign up for Chase or whatever, here's my data points, and they pay out really quick, you know, then that's going to be much more effective than them spending a whole bunch of money on commercials. So word of mouth is the most effective. Take advantage of it. One hand, use my referral links too. One hand washes the other in this fun and profitable game. Saying this, a credit union I recently applied for, they called me and said, hey, did you actually apply? Are you still interested? I said, did you know you had 91 checks inquiries on your record? I said, what's up with that? I said, well, you know, we live in a capitalistic society, and there's a bunch of really good offers out there, and whenever I see something better, I sign up for different places, and you'll have something cool that I'm interested in. So yeah, I said, oh yeah, well that makes sense. So not a big deal, business as usual. Anyway, so long story short, this is called fishing, not catching. If you don't cast out, you're not going to catch anything. The more you try, the more you're going to get approved. So fishing, not catching. Just because you throw it out doesn't mean you're actually going to catch something. But if you don't throw it out, you won't catch anything. So bank account bonus central verdict on this. Banks pay big money for new customers. That's what this channel is all about. My goal per year is $10,000 in getting paid to be a new customer. No matter if you're a new customer, your first time signing up for a specific place, or a used new customer. For example, Citibank, I just got an email about them. They actually paid out really quick. And then I called up a week later. I emptied out my account, shut them down, said, hey, I don't think I'm going to use the account as much as I originally thought. I set a timer. Hey, I'm good. In 12 months, I'll sign back up. You're profitable to the banks because they're just looking for numbers for signups. So when you open up a new account, the more accounts you open, the more you'll earn, but you want to be able to make sure you jump through all the hoops in order to get paid. So take advantage of what's out there. So I still have comments off for these videos, but if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms, you could always email me, churningadventures@gmail.com. Pray for teachers. We're going back to the classroom. Good Lord. We're about to have a training about school safety and how banks, they have the little panic buttons. Teachers are about to get panic buttons on their lanyards around their neck, which is crazy to think about. So anyways, so today's question is, what conclusion did the wisest man ever come to about life? The wisest man would be King Solomon. Here's what King Solomon said towards the end of his life. He said, that's the whole story. Here now is my final conclusion. Fear God and obey his commands, for this is everyone's duty. God will judge us for everything we do, including every secret thing. That's sobering, whether good or bad. So there's that. Additional information about this, how to follow Jesus, gotquestions.org, link in the description box down below if you're interested. If you're still here with me, definitely appreciate it. Like the video if you appreciate profitable content on a consistent basis. If you have questions you want me to answer, hey, Michael sent me this email, so I made the video. Share this with anybody who would be able to benefit from it. Subscribe with bell notification so you can be amongst the first to learn about such profitable content. And with that, look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace, and may God bless you.